People say story doesn't matter in Souls-like games. I disagree, especially in the case of Elden Ring, which has one of the biggest open worlds ever made. Now, most FromSoft games use an if-you-know approach to storytelling, and Miyazaki, the lead developer for most of these titles, is on record saying that he wants the player to make up a lot of the story in their heads, which is fair. Vague and indirect storytelling is something I admire, something I love. But here's the thing, most FromSoft games are linear. Why is this important? You see, a story is a lot like having solid ground to stand on. Without it, you'll find it's pretty hard to walk, though not impossible. In a linear game where everything is relatively close to the player's position, it's not just easier to find the story the developers are hiding, but a lot easier to progress through the game without much thought. But in Elden Ring, brother, who knows where anything is hidden in this vast open world? Are you kidding me? Who is this guy? Why is this place? What the heck is this thing? It's too easy to completely miss the meat, the bigger picture. Too hard to digest anything with so much on your plate.
No wonder people either dislike the game for having no story, which is insane, or even worse, had no clue what the story was even about.
With a world this massive, having a clear and strong narrative will not only make the world feel a lot smaller and manageable, but would also help pull players through it, allowing them to feel more involved, giving them more of a reason to defeat every boss and take on every challenge. I get that FromSoft doesn't want to spoon feed you and wants to make an adult game, but the lack of cutscenes, minimal NPC interaction, very brief conversations, and no journal to track interactions left me feeling extremely detached. Let's be real, most of us had to research Elden Ring lore just to understand the game's world, characters, and story. We all had vari-video on loop.
And if that's what's required to understand your narrative, all I can say is that Elden Ring has a magnificent story that's ruined by the way it's told.
Whatever, don't care, shut up, the game's still great. Yeah, you'd be right. I mean, just look at this, how could it not be?